Hello everyone and welcome to From the Heart Friday, session 163 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Hello, happy Friday. So I have some gorgeous, sweet and simple cards for you today. We are going to be using the Splendid Day collection from the July to December 2022 mini catalog. These items are found on pages 64 and 65. Oops. And the best part is that, for the most part, they are all 60% off, and you can get the entire collection. Right now, I checked, it's still available. If you order the items individually, you can get the entire collection, which is $49. That includes the stamp set, the dies, the coordinating gorgeous designer series paper, well, all of these fun, fancy foils, and then really pretty designs on the back. All right, there's also some trinkets and some ribbon, so that's pretty cool. Hi, Mary. Ooh, how are things in Florida? It's kind of chilly and rainy here, but it's still no snow, although I think we might get some Sunday. It's predicted, perhaps some in I guess they're saying the higher elevations, but we'll see what happens. Yes. So I'm going to be using the Splendid Day collection, and just some really beautiful projects. And again, it's a layout that you could use with any of the cardstock and designer series papers that you have. So I'm going to flip the camera, and I hope you enjoy them. Okay. So just a note there, my December host code. It is 4MNVCZ6F, and right now, actually Stampin' Up, they had such a influx of orders on the 1st, here early in the month, that they've actually, the cutoff for holiday shipping was actually yesterday, the 8th. They moved that up. Many thanks to those of you who did place orders for me there on the 1st and already this month. If you ordered on the 1st, your order has finally shipped. I know some of those took a little while to get out, but good news is they have shipped and you will be receiving your items next week, which is awesome. And yeah, and there's still quite a few items left on the last chance, as well as the clearance sale there as well. All right, so let me show you. We are going to do 2 cards with the same layout. But we're going to do different color combinations. Woo! Oops, I just unraveled my whole roll of ribbon. All right, so the first card here, we are using soft seafoam. I thought I'd make some extras of these, which is why I've cut 2 of everything here, so you can see just what we need for this project. So I have a half sheet of soft seafoam cardstock. That is 5.5 by 8.5. So we'll go ahead and fold this. All right. And then you can see how beautiful the papers are. On one side, you have these gorgeous foil designs. And then on the other side, you have just a pattern in one of the different colors. So this one is so pretty. I know. I'm actually going to use this pattern on a card on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I want to use the soft seafoam leafy pattern here for my background. So I've cut that to 4 by 5.25. Hi Donna, welcome. How are you this afternoon? Okay, so we'll go ahead and just tack this down. All right, like I said, sweet and simple already. Hi Pam, good to have you on here. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Okay, so we are going to, and thank you, yes, don't forget to send me those little emojis, those like hearts and thumbs up and all that good stuff, and share it as well. Thank you, Pam. All right, so we're going to use, the different foils in this pack are really unique because you have kind of this petal pink foil, soft seafoam foil, pool party, freesia, we have silver, and then even a copper. So this one in particular has a soft seafoam tint to it. And so I've cut this to 2 by 5.25. And before I glue that down, I should probably remember that I want to tie my ribbon around the base of it. So this is the soft seafoam ribbon from the collection. It's a nice sheer seam binding. It ties very nicely. And like I said, these items are 60% off. The ribbon is $3.20. The 12 by 12 paper is just $6. Really, really, you grab these out of steel. All right, so we're gonna simply wrap this ribbon here about 1/3 of the way up from the bottom. I'm not doing any fancy bows or anything like that. We're just gonna wrap this around and tie a knot. I do go slowly when I tie knots though, because I like to make it all nice and smooth. And then we can trim off the excess here. All right, so for this one, it is important to make sure you add your ribbon to your project first, and then you can go ahead and tack this down. All right, so like I said, this is 2 inches by 5 1/4, and I'm going to place it about 3/4 of an inch over towards the right here. All right, so it's not center, it's off towards the right. And then we've used the Splendid Thoughts. So in this case, because the dies are 60% off, it's definitely a better deal to purchase the stamp set and the dies separately. And I've used this funny little leaf shape. All right, it makes a nice, fun die cut here. I die cut that from soft seafoam cardstock. All right, we are going to tack this on with a glue dot. There we go. Oops, I've got some dots there. I'm going to put it right there where the kind of the leaves all intersect at that widest part. Okay, I'm going to stick this kind of off towards the left. All right, that helps to, even though it's not centered, that helps helps the direction flow a little better. And then I have a piece of basic white. This is 3/4 of an inch, so 0.75 by 3. And we'll pick a sentiment here to go with this. So we have some nice ones. Sending hugs. Let's celebrate. Much love. Today is a day to remember. I also have a few occasions coming up, so I've pulled in a couple of extra stamp sets. This one's celebrating you. I do have some friends with anniversaries coming up, as well as a grandkid has a really nice congratulations on here. So I think for this one, I'm going to use the congratulations because, like I said, I have a few. We could use let's celebrate. That would go with that, but I'm going to use congratulations instead. And then let's see, I think I will go ahead and stamp this. Let me try it in the soft seafoam. I didn't really want to go with black because I didn't want it too dark. So let's try this. Let's see how this one comes out. Ink that up nicely. Oops. I think that'll work. I think that'll do it. All right. So we'll put a couple of dimensionals on the back of that. Oops, I ran off with my dimensional sheets again. So I'll have to start a new one. That's because I've been crafting in the kitchen again later. Because it's warm out there at this end of the house here. We don't really have the heat running too much because the only thing back here is my craft room, so it gets a little chilly sometimes. All right, so I've kind of tucked this in here. All right, so my leaves are kind of sticking out. And then I thought, well, let's check this out. We've got some fun accents. These are the little open leaf trinkets that are part of the collection. All right, so I think I will use, again, a mini glue dot and attach it to the end by the loop. And again, I mentioned these are so pretty. If you make jewelry as well, or if you have a friend that makes jewelry, these would make the cutest little dangle earrings, wouldn't they? I definitely need to get some made. So I'm gonna just tuck that in there. It makes a nice little pop against the soft seafoam. And then along with that, I thought maybe some gold butterflies in here too. So let's see here. We can add just a couple to fly around our card. It's such a pretty, nice, cheerful card here. So maybe we'll put one right down here. Oops, that one's already flying away. Let's see, I'm gonna go right over here. And then we'll add the other one right up towards the top here. Actually, I'm gonna hide that spot where the flower kind of got cut off there on the edge. All right, what do you guys think? Really simple. You have your card base, you have a layer that takes up the full front, and then a 2-inch strip of the designer series paper. So in this case, I used, and this is a half sheet, but this is one that's neat because you can trim the border and do card fronts that way. But I use this and then the back side. So that one single sheet, I use both sides of the paper to make this card. And then die cut one little accent, added some ribbon and some embellishments. And there we have it. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in another color variation. So the next time we're going to use Pool Party here. All right. So for this one, grab everything here. All right. So you need the exact same materials. So this time we have a Pool Party cardstock that is 5.5 by 8.5. We'll go ahead and fold that. Thank you, Donna. I'm glad you like it. All right, so fold that. Okay, so for this one, these are the two designer series paper. I'm going to use the silver foil as my main panel. And then this particular sheet, this is soft seafoam, but it has a Pool Party leafy kind of watercolor. So I'm going to use this as my base. All right, so that's 4 by 5.25, and that's going to be our base pattern. Okay, really nice. All right, so again, the silver foil, this side is, I think it's Sahara sand, and it's a little bland. So go ahead and use all your pretty silver foil with no guilt. And we are going to use some of the sheer Pool Party ribbon. This is in the annual catalog. Again, no fancy bows. You could if you wanted to, but I feel like the sheer ribbon already has like an iridescence to it, which makes it kind of fancy just on its own. So a simple knot works great. So just pull that tight and hold your finger there, and then keep the ribbon flat as you pull that through. All right, very nice. Trim this off. Oops, there we go, just a little bit. Okay, so we're done with the ribbon. And we'll go ahead, this is 2 by 5.25. Let me straighten. It's okay if it looks crooked on the back, as long as it looks good on the front. Nobody cares what the back looks like. All right. All right, so again, put this over towards the right panel. Give yourself about 3/4 of an inch from the edge there. Again, we use that fun weird leaf die cut there. You could use others. There's a few different patterns here that are cute. Lots of options in this Stampin' die set. I'm going to use this one. We did it with Pool Party. Again, stick a glue dot there to the back. Very nice. Kind of tuck the tail, the little stem down in there a little bit. I'm going to trim off my glue dot roll here. All right, so now, again, a 3/4 inch by 3 inch, so 0.75 by 3 for our sentiment. And this time I'm going to use some smoky slate. I didn't want to emboss anything. Like I said, we're keeping this simple. So I thought I would use the smoky slate. And I could use congratulations instructions again on this one, but I think I'm going to come in with a happy anniversary. I guess, like I said, I have some friends that have an anniversary here coming up. Hopefully I haven't missed it already. I need to check the date on that. All right, but this is the Celebrating You stamp set. So I'm going to ink that. Okay, very nice. So it gives it a nice silver look there. It's not embossed, but it's fancy enough. All right, we kept with the simple theme. A couple dimensionals here for the back. And then we'll add this on. All right, lift up your ribbon there. Make sure everything's in place. So you're placing this sentiment label just above your ribbon there. Okay. You can always secure that in with a glue dot if you need to maneuver it a little bit. Now I'm using a trinket from the annual catalog. These are the sprig trinkets. And oh my goodness, they look so cool. They go so nicely with this collection. These are the open leaf gold trinkets there that are part of the Splendid Day. Those are 60% off. But if you want to go with the silver here for this other card, the sprig trinkets from the annual catalog work really nicely. So we'll again secure that. Just a glue dot there. You really don't need a lot because you're going to tuck it right underneath, and that way the kind of the dimensionals and the pressure from the paper on top just keep that nicely secure. Hi Lori, glad you could join us. Hope you are doing well. Hi Wendy. It's cold here, but it's just mostly gray. gray and a little rainy. So we've got that. Now, could leave it at that. If you want to dress it up a little bit more, then let's see, we could come in with a, let's see here. I've got some rhinestones in my stash here somewhere, because I was really thinking that was actually quite fancy on its own. But if you want, you could come in with just your basic rhinestone gems. You don't want to overwhelm it. Like I said, we're keeping this pretty simple. So, and those papers are just so nice. That's a little crooked there. I'm gonna pull that, and we can come in and just add a couple little rhinestones. These come in small, medium, and large. So we'll do one of each here. There you go. Ooh, so pretty, so delicate. Ooh, Lori says the sun is supposed to come out tomorrow. Well, I hope so. That would be really nice. I have a lot to do tomorrow. I'm going to be teaching an in-person class at a local business tomorrow afternoon. So I'm excited to see some people in person, do a little stamping. That'll be fun. But there we have it. These are our Sweet and Simple Splendid Day collection cards. Again, these are found on page 65 of your retiring mini catalog here. And everything except the stamp set, the dies, the sprigs, the trinkets here, the ribbon, and this gorgeous fancy foil designer paper are all 60% off. So you can get the entire collection, including the stamps, the dies, every item here, all for just $49 right now during the month of December while they're as part of the last chance sale. So again, super pretty. Love the shimmer and the shine on those. A really nice layout where you just use your card base, a full panel of designer paper, and then a 2-inch panel of contrasting. Add your sentiment and a couple die cuts and you're good to go. Oh, Donna, I am so glad you jumped on today. Thank you. hope you enjoy these, and we'll do some little simple stamping for you here if you guys are card making and busy wrapping things up, or if you, like myself, I have a few anniversaries and some different occasions coming up this month, so I'll be sending these out. But I love cards that look gorgeous but don't take a lot of time to make. That's all my style. I want it to look fancy, but I don't like it to take a lot of time. So these fit the bill, and I hope you enjoy them. And if you need those products, don't forget to head over to my online store while they're still available. Get the whole collection, just $49, and you'll be good to go. So thank you all so much. Have a great weekend. Stay warm, and if you are somewhere warm, send us some sunshine. We'd love that. And I look forward to stamping with you again soon. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.